Hey everyone, this is Etho. Welcome back to another Feed the Beast episode here on the MindCrack server. Go down, Moon. Go down. Good, Moon. Very good. It listens to me. Uh, we are up here on the floating islands once again. Somebody tore up my lawn. It was me actually. And I've been doing a whole bunch of stuff around here. I have lots to show you guys today. So let's get into it. I've basically spent a few hours here just trying to get stuff working. And I think I've finally done it. We're going to find out. I haven't tested some of it yet. But this is my new tree farm design here. Well, I'll just show you what it does. Woo! And we'll get this guy down. He'll start picking stuff up. He keeps getting stuck because I got all these holes in the ground, so I keep having to pick them up. But yeah, this thing is really cool. This is, we basically have 3 deployers here. One of them puts the sapling on this dirt block here. This plants bone meal, the next one. And then this piston retracts, pulls this dirt block back so that this upward facing one can shoot a mining laser upwards, and it cuts the whole trunk out. And then the leaves have a chance to despawn. And these are our super trees, the ones that give tons of saplings. We had to come up with a new tree farm design for this because our death ray up here was not working with these new forestry trees. We are going to keep this here though, because it does work with some trees, and we might want to use it in the future. But this is going to be our main way of getting saplings for biomass now. We can do it again. Woohoo! So cool. So very cool. So let's just head down really quick. I'll show you a little more detail maybe. What are you doing? These guys, what they do, if they see a sapling up on the tree that they want, they'll just wait until they get it, even though there's lots of other stuff they can pick up in the meantime. That's one of the reasons I didn't like the big trees, because, you know, they would just wait forever while stuff was despawning. But yeah, we're down here. This is the core, the starting point of it right here. We have an arcane ear. Ooh, I hope I didn't tune it. I think I did. When we hit the note block, this sends out a pulse, but we can also, I'll probably also run it off of a timer here eventually, maybe with a 1 to 2 minute delay. That goes off this way, splits 2 directions, and same with the opposite side. There's 4 of them total. It goes off this way through this first piston gate here. Basically, if the piston is extended like this, the signal can't pass through. But if it's up, that means we want it to go to this tree. This just lets us shut them off if we don't want all 4 going at the same time. We can choose if we want that one working, that one, or that one working automatically for us. Look at them go. Yeah, so it comes up here, goes underneath the piston, splits 2 directions, goes to the sticky piston inverted with 2 ticks. Then it also goes through here, activates this first. 1 tick later, it goes around, activates this one. And then 1 more tick later, it goes around again. And underneath there is a wire that goes to the mining laser. So quite a bit to it actually. I still haven't made a way of recharging this, but it will go for I think 160 shots before we have to recharge it, so that's pretty good. And that's our new tree farm. We can make it work with other types of saplings too, like if we want to get a rubber tree farm going, we can put rubber saplings in one of these, or whatever we want. You know, it's pretty flexible. Very cool. Yeah, so that's the new tree farm design. The next thing I want to show you guys is what he does with this stuff. It goes to this chest, right? If we head on down, this is the thing I just finished building and haven't tested yet. I thought we would do it on camera. Yeah, it comes to, that's the chest there. It gets pulled out and then divided up where it needs to go through this mess. This is the fermenter setup, and also the thing that makes charcoal out of the wood, and does a few other things. So it comes to this diamond pipe first, and it branches 3 different directions, I guess. The yellow way to the left here goes to a squeezer. This squeezes the honey drops and the honeydew into honey, which then goes up to our tank above, and that comes down to this first fermenter, and we can use honey to ferment saplings with that. The other way it goes, oak and apple, the wood in the apple goes to the right here, and it gets sent off another direction here. The wood goes to the blue path, which is to the powered furnace, and when it cooks it, it goes up and through here. Charcoal goes by all these barrels because none of them have charcoal assigned to anything. It goes up to the top here and into our item loader here, which will then get sent off to that island there. I was debating how much of this I should actually explain, and I'm trying to rush through it as quick as I can because I could talk probably at least an hour on this. It was pretty hard to set up. The other path, the apples, the black path, goes down to another squeezer at the back there. Goes to here, and that will squeeze the apples, and that creates mulch, which then gets sent back also. There's some complicated stuff going on there. This should be down. And the apple juice flows up to the iron tank up there, and then back down to this fermenter on the right. The fermenter in the middle uses water though. Looks like you put something else in the chest. What do we get? Alright, saplings. Those go up, as well as mulch, compost, and propolis. The saplings, the mulch, and compost, they go up. They'll enter the fermenter if they can sometimes, or else they'll just pass by. There's an iron gate that tells them to go this way. Saplings go there, the mulch goes there. Compost I don't really plan on using, so I could probably even take that out. Yeah. And propolis, it will go same place as the charcoal. Yeah, so that's the basic gist of the setup here. The really complicated part of it is all these like yellow, red, blue, green wires I got running over there. And all that is for is determining when stuff should be taken out of these barrels. Like if something needs something, it'll signal for that item and it'll go through the system and loop back to the top here. If for some reason it doesn't get used, actually let's fire this up. I'm curious to see how well it works, if it does work at all. A lot of this stuff will only run if it's getting energy too. So for example, I'll try to explain one of these. Like this is for our apples, right? It is in need of apples at the moment. Let's see if it'll actually request them. I don't think. Oh, you know what? It won't request them until this runs out of apples. Now that I think of it. So what it's doing, this is a diamond ore gate. If it has work, which it does at the moment, it sends out a yellow pipe signal. If it has no energy, it will send out a signal as well. Because if it runs out of energy, and there's what was I gonna say? I don't want it sending it items if it has no energy either is the thing. I'm doing this in reverse, so this will send out apples if the yellow pipe signal is off. If this is off, then it will get apples. So if it runs out of work and it has energy still, then it will get apples. So basically, if we take these out, it should please get apples. Come on. This turned on. There they go, yes. Ah, you have no idea how long this took me. They move fairly slow too, like it's going to take them a while before they get here, which is fine because we have 9 slots that we can fill up. Oh. Ooh, okay, that's a problem. So I didn't put an iron gate there because it would get power from one of those tree things. Huh. Wonder if we could eliminate one of these. That is a problem for sure. Anyway, that's how most of these work. I'll have to fix that. Same with this one. This one's for the honey stuff. Works on the same principle. It checks for work, checks if there's no energy. If, actually, why isn't that asking for something? It should be telling it to grab something, right? Which one of these? Oh, it has no energy. Why does it have no energy? It's connected. It is connected to all this redstone stuff. And it's being powered at the moment. That is weird. Anyway, that's enough of this. There's a few other things I want to show you, and we should get moving on here. I'll have to do some tweaking and stuff still with this. This really should be getting energy, though. Pretty sure. Very weird. Alright, I think I got it working now. I had to kickstart it, but it's squeezing. You see the honey going there. The point of all of this, though, is to create the biomass, which gets funneled up to here. I'm taking you through all the steps to my setup here, basically, today. Goes up to here, to this liquid loader, fills a tank cart of biomass. This then gets launched over to this other island here, as you've probably seen before, and it goes up to this tank and starts filling it, which is actually very low at the moment. We might be able to see it happen. I think it was almost full. Oh, it's so close. So close. Why is it taking so long? Is this not running? I guess it's just powering so many things. I probably need at least 2 or 3 engines down there. We only got 1. So when this fills up to 1600, it powers the track below it. And it should go, yeah. It stops there and waits for the OK signal that I'm in the area and that the chunks are loaded that it's flying to. Once it gets that, it should depart. Yeah, got it from there. There it goes. Falls down so majestically and starts unloading here. So the new thing I added that you haven't seen yet is this. This is another thing. This will take biomass from this tank, fills this cart. That gets sent to this island now. I have a new tank I added right over there. That's the biomass tank, which I think is empty, or almost empty. Just barely getting by here. I had to finish this stuff so I could continue creating biomass because I ripped up the fermenter before. Where is it? It should be about ready to go. Oh, here it goes. There it goes. All the way up here to a little secret area. Goes all the way through, right above the tank, and starts unloading. And the point of that tank, it's going to do 2 things. We're going to take the biomass and refine it into biofuel, is one thing, but it also will... there's a liquiduct that takes... I don't think we can see it anymore. I think it's connected like onto that one there. It runs through this hill all the way down to our building here. Through there. comes down here into these, and this is for our quarry train, which I think is working now. Let's actually go get an ender pearl really quick here. So much stuff going on. Alright, yeah. Grab an ender pearl. You need this to fuel the anchor cart, which keeps chunks loaded even when you're not in the area. Each ender pearl lasts for 12 hours. There's lots and lots of little steps to all this whole setup here, which is why it takes so long for me to do. Alright, 12 hours. Should be good. Locomotive, let's get this running. So that takes fuel and water to create steam. Once that gets going, it's going to come underneath this liquid loader, which fills it up with water, tops it off. I might cut here because it will probably take a while. Oh wait, no, never mind. Here it goes. So you see the steam particles coming out of it. I think when it fills up it should go. Oh, maybe not. Come on, 200. Still not going. What the heck? Did I stop it with something? Oh, I did have a stopper there. What the heck? No wonder it wasn't going. Alright, so it goes to there, it fills with water, fills with fuel, goes to a launcher track, gets launched into the moonlight so majestically, and then comes down. Ooh, we're missing it. Lands over there, and it goes down the track to the nearest quarry, which is in unloaded territory, it looks like. I did finally set up the quarry too, and I've had it go for a little bit. Let's just head on over. We really need this running because I'm all out of iron pretty much. The setup's a bit different now. I'm using 4 diamond chests as our only buffer really, and those are connected to item loaders. So items come from the quarry up, get stored in the chests, and then when the train comes by, it fills them. I actually have this disabled at the moment too. Let's power it back up. So yeah, it stops there, unloads any biofuel it can into these liquid unloaders. Those go to all the engines, which were all pretty much full because I disabled it. Should start picking up blocks again. Yeah, so it's starting to fill. Let's go catch the train. Meanwhile, that heads back to the base at the quarry unloading station. Where's our train? Oh, we lost it. Is it up here already? No. Can't be. Usually takes it quite a while. Yeah, it's not there. We must have went by it. You can see the sparkles from a distance sometimes. There it is. Oh yeah. Yeah, it's not that quick. So yeah, it comes up this hill, up to another set of launching tracks here. So the reason it's coming back is to unload the items it picks up from the quarry, and also to refill the biomass to keep the quarry powered. Alright. Goes over the launcher tracks. Looks so cool. Comes up the spiral here. I love how that looks too. For the most part, it's not going to use much biomass though, so most of the time those carts are going to be full. And it comes up to the station here. And these get refilled from these. And the items, they're getting unloaded into these. Down below here. It also switches the train off the locomotive with this track here. Turns it into idle mode. So it's not burning more fuel than it needs to. Once that finishes here, which is going to take a long time, the problem I'm having is that these item unloaders, I can't pump stuff away all that easily. It takes time. If we go underneath, we can watch it. So I'm just using these gates. I tried setting up a transposer, or a filter I mean, because I can take away full stacks at a time. But the problem is I want to use these diamond pipes here. And if I switch back to Buildcraft pipes, it's going to create a bottleneck. So the only real choice I have is to use a powerful engine of some sort. Like a Stirling engine or one of these, and then I gotta worry about keeping it powered all the time. So I decided to just make the train wait, and hopefully that works out. And then when it's all done unloading, it goes around and does the cycle again. This isn't looking too good. One of the things I'm testing for here is if the train can keep up with the rate the quarry is running. The train needs to be faster, and look at all this backup already. So it's taking the train too long to unload, so I will have to speed that up. Yeah, there's no way this is all fitting in this load. Not even close. There's still all... Oh, it's done already. Wow. It left all that behind, so that's not good. If I kept this quarry running, it would overflow with the current setup. So, got lots of work to do with this, I guess. So now that we got all that stuff going on there, once I get some iron, I'm going to put an iron tank at our lab here, and we're going to cart some biomass over this way, and we'll use that to power everything here. At the moment, we have no power, and stuff is just falling on the ground. It's not getting processed in these things. But I did start setting up a cart thing, which is pretty cool. If we push this here, we can watch it. Come on. Go to the track. Come on. Alright. So if it had space in the cart, it would have unloaded the stuff out of here into it. But that cart is full, and it's on its way over to Storage Island. See, it was totally full. And I set up a cool thing here that if I'm ever doing vertical stuff with carts, I think this is the way to do it. It's really simple. I got like 10 arcane levitators here, which bring it up, and it just floats on nothing all the way up to our island. And then when it gets to the top, it does something really cool. So I got a piston up there. Wait for it. Pushes it over one block so it can fall. Lands on a boarding track. And it will unload here, and then when it's done unloading, it'll fall back down. And start making its round trip back again to the Honeycomb Labs. And there'll be tank carts that bring biomass back too. So that's the plan with that. I want to do one more thing before we end this episode. We set up our emerald shop the other day. Let's go check it out. Oh yeah, and guess what's been happening with the nether tunnel here? Turns out zombie pigmen are spawning on this stuff, on this warded stone. And we've had a crash or two since that. I bailed out of the cart before it happened. I didn't die, so that was good. But we'll have to add micro... Oh, look at that. What a jerk. I'm sorry. That actually works really good on those guys. Yeah. And I'm the only one that's done this color ID thing that Z still wants us to do, so I'm not sure. Actually, no, I think people have set up tunnels. They just haven't done that. He's not angry. Arceus. Quite a few people haven't set up rails, though. Maybe in time. They're nice to have. Like, if you want to find somebody, it's pretty much the only way of doing it if you have a central location. So, welcome to spawn again. I'm actually not getting too bad lag right now. Huh. Wonder why. I'm questioning why I'm not lagging. Here's our Emerald Village. Doc just opened up a new shop. Immortality. Press once for immortality. Please read terms of contracts. He is selling charms of keeping. By taking the charm of keeping... Oh, they're 3. Level 3. I agree to pay .gem if my full inventory gets recovered in case of death. I pay as much as I think it was worth. Hours saved, rage prevented, resources conserved. What more can you ask for? Please add your name to the happy customer list on the next page. Oh, he sold 2 already. Cool. The only thing I'm worried about, the way he worded this, he said, I pay as much as I think it was worth. Doesn't that mean I have to turn over everything I recovered? Because that's what it's worth. So I'm a little scared. But yeah, there's been a couple new shops. I think Beef is working on a soup shop here. Zisto's got his scrap box. Surprise. I got scrap. Surprise. Any other new shops? I think that's about it. Looks like someone's doing something here. This is new. The gyms. And I think Zisto is doing something there. Anyway, let's go check on our sales, see if we got anything. Actually, we can look right here. 35. Oh. 13. 5. 0. 0. 12. Oh man, that must mean we sold pretty much everything, right? Yeah, we did. Look, there's only 4 emerald dust left. Ooh. Business is booming. Wonder who bought it. 15 of those. No fire shards though. Too bad. That's the one I needed the most. That's why I put it closest to the door. Well, that's cool. We'll have to get more emeralds. Another reason I need to get the biomass set up quickly. Did that not pop up? Very cool. And yeah, I know some people said to replace those with ender chests. I might do that, but honestly, people aren't going to steal on this server. I'm not worried. But yeah, that's... Well, they might. Who knows? If they do, it's as a joke, not because they're actually stealing. So I'm not too worried. Yeah, that's the end of this episode. Thanks for watching, guys. That is my plan for everything. And hopefully you have a clear idea of what I want to do now. Probably next time we'll work on some of the mini games or something else. So thanks for watching. Have a good day.